Hello again folks, another eBay purchase. This is not a locomotive out of the second-hand shop. This is, I hope, a Hornby R2672 Caledonian 040 tank engine, which is a little locomotive I've been after for a wee while. And I've been sticking bids on eBay for a tenner, because I've noticed they normally go between 10, 15, sometimes up to £20. So I've been sticking £10 bids on, and I kept losing. And there was one came up recently, and stuck the tenner on as usual. And you know, normally I get the notification to say I've been outbid, but I didn't this time. And then I got notification to say item 1. I thought, oh, and I looked to see what my bid was, and no one else had bid on it. I'd got it for £6.51. So £6.51 for this little guy. So let's have a look. That's not the original box. This was originally for an R347, an engineering department wagon. Right, let's have a look at this little guy. The eBay advert did say it was in excellent condition. Nothing wrong with it. And let's get it out. Get rid of that. That certainly looks to be in pretty good nick. There is a coupling hook off the front. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, everything else appears to be present, all the buffers. So yeah, yeah, I know this has the little, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the little motor that you would get in Scalextric cars. So there isn't really much you can do to service this apart from give it a clean and give it an oil. So we'll stick it on the layout and see what happens. It needs a wee bit of a clean, it's a bit dusty. But yeah, a nice little locomotive, and as I say, I've been wanting one of these for a while. I will have to get some four-wheel coaches for it, because that's really what it would look best with. So I've got nothing for it to pull at the moment, but yeah, let's go and stick it on the layout and see how it goes. See what kind of noise it makes. Okay, so there it is. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, so I want to see how this little thing goes over diamond crossings, because the very short 040 wheelbase, well, I did it okay. Yeah, the short wheelbase, I thought it would maybe have a little bit of an issue with connectivity over diamond crossings, but no. Okay, so this runs really quietly, really smoothly. I'm very pleased with that. It's a cracking little thing. I think I'll get a couple of drivers for it. I've got the ones that came with my my 4P, so I might paint them up and stick them in there, because you know, they'd be nice and visible. So yeah, this doesn't need anything done to it. It's been well oiled. There's oil in the gear there, so you know, it just needs the bodywork cleaned up a little bit. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to open this up and just have a wee look inside. It's interesting looking on the underside that the couplings and the underframe are all one part. You know, normally the couplings are riveted on or screwed on, but no, that's all one part. Right, okay, let's have a look. What have we got to undo here? There's a screw at the front. Let's undo this and see what happens. Does that now come off? Nope. Hey. There's another screw here. I don't think that's doing anything. Interesting. Right. Don't tell them I'm going to have to resort to a service sheet. No, there we go. That just lifts off. So the black part of the body is actually made of die cast, I think. So it's a reasonable weight. That's nice. Let's have a wee look in here. Oh, it's a wee bit gungy. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's either side of the worm gear there. It's all a bit gungy. But I'm not going to go to all the bother of taking the motor out. So we're just going to see if I can lift out some of that gunge. It's got static grass and ballast and all sorts being sucked up into it. See that? It's little bits of ballast. I really must get myself an air cleaner. I think it would be invaluable for getting rid of all these unwanted, furry, fuzzy, gunky things that you get inside these things. Right, okay, that's looking a bit cleaner. So I'm going to go give this a wee bit of a clean in some warm soapy water and I'll be right back. Righto, so that's got rid of all the dust and grubby fingerprints that were on it. And yeah, it's in perfect nick. So, sometimes these things are actually harder to get back on than they are to get off, but this kind of just came off straight upwards, so the logic is it'll go back straight down like that. Just kind of pushes together. Cool. Right, let's pop these screws back. I'm not entirely sure that I had to undo these, especially this middle one. Righto, let's go and put this on the layout with some wagons. Okie dokie, so I wouldn't be surprised when this is pulling a little bit of a load if it does get a bit stoppy-starty on points and things. Let's see how it does. No hesitation there. And again there. See, this is what I was afraid of with this O4O configuration. So pressing down on it doesn't make it go. So it's not that all four wheels aren't on the rails. They're just at that critical little point on the diamond crossing that kills the connection. I don't mind it hesitating a little bit, kind of expected that, but I don't want it to stop. So what's happening is that wheel there and that wheel there are both sitting on the frogs. I'm not sure there's anything you can really do about that. So it'll probably be okay at certain speeds. So if I give this a bit of welly, it hesitates but it goes over because there's momentum there. Well, there we are, that's the Hornby R2672 Caledonian Railways 040 tank engine. Lovely little thing, really quiet and smooth, but yeah, it doesn't like some points and doesn't like diamond crossings because of that very short wheelbase. But, you know, I kind of expected that, so we'll try and keep this thing away from diamond crossings. But we'll get some four-wheel coaches for it. Anyway, it's another little addition to my collection, which is expanding fast. Right, catch you later, folks.